The city breathes, a beast of steel and glass, its heart pulsing with a million frantic lives. But out here, in the rain-slicked arteries, there is only the hiss of tires on wet asphalt and the lonely glow of neon signs bleeding into puddles. They reflect a world I once knew, a world I barely recognize. This is my city. It chewed me up, spat me out, and left me for dead. But it didn't finish the job. They say you can't go home again. They're right. The man who used to walk these streets is gone. He was a ghost long before he knew it, chasing shadows, begging for applause from an audience that was never there. I remember him, a flicker in a smoky bar, the desperation in his eyes, the taste of cheap whiskey and cheaper promises. He was a collection of bad decisions, a symphony of could-have-beens. He built his life on sand, and when the tide came in, he drowned in his own regret. Every cracked pavement stone tells a story. That corner over there, that's where I lost the last of my pride. The alleyway down the block, that's where fear became a close friend. These aren't just streets, they're scars. Each one a reminder of a lesson learned in the dark, where no one was watching. No one was cheering. There's no applause in the dark. There's only the truth, sharp and unforgiving. I see them now, the ghosts of my past mistakes. They linger in the doorways, their voices whispers on the wind. The missed opportunities, the burned bridges, the words left unsaid. They used to haunt me, chains rattling in the dead of night. Now they are just signposts, markers on a map that led me out of the wilderness. You can't outrun your past, so you might as well turn around and face it. Stare it down until it blinks. Pain built me. It was the architect of this new foundation. Every failure was a brick. Every tear was mortar. It's a slow, brutal process, rebuilding yourself from the rubble. No one hands you a blueprint. You dig through the wreckage with your bare hands, searching for anything worth saving. You learn that strength isn't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. The jazz from that basement club, it sounds different now. It used to be the soundtrack to my sorrow. Now, it's a rhythm of resilience, a low, steady beat that says, I'm still here. The saxophone cries a story of loss, but the bass line holds a promise of endurance. It's the music of survival. People chase the light. They want the spotlight, the recognition. The easy wins. They don't understand the power of the shadows. The shadows are where the real work is done. It's where you shed your old skin, where you confront your demons, where you find a quiet resolve that needs no validation. You don't get stronger by announcing it to the world. You rise quietly. You let the results make the noise. I remember the silence, the deafening silence of an empty apartment after everyone had left. The silence of a phone that never rang. It was in that crushing stillness that I finally heard my own voice. Not the frantic, needy voice of the man I was, but something deeper. A calm, steady current beneath the storm. It was the voice that said, get up, just 2 words. But they were enough. This city is a relentless machine. It doesn't care about your story, your pain, or your dreams. It demands you keep up or get swept away. For a long time, I fought against it. I cursed its indifference, its cold, hard edges. But I was fighting the wrong battle. The city wasn't the enemy. My own weakness was. Once I understood that, everything changed. I stopped fighting the city and started flowing with it. I learned its rhythms, its secrets. I became a part of its nocturnal heartbeat. The night is a confessional. It strips away the masks we were during the day. Out here, under the flickering streetlights, you can't lie to yourself. The truth is reflected in every rain-soaked window. And the truth is, I lost everything. My name, my reputation, my self-respect. I hit a bottom so deep, I thought I'd be digging forever. But at the very bottom, you find solid ground, something to push off from. So I pushed, not with a roar, but with a breath, a single, determined breath, and then another. Each day was just about that one breath, that one step, forging a new self in the quiet fire of discipline. No grand gestures, no dramatic comeback tour, just the silent, relentless act of showing up for myself, day after day, night after night. It was a war waged in inches, not miles. Look, over the skyline. The first hint of gray is starting to bleed into the black. The night is surrendering. The city is holding its breath, waiting for the dawn. That used to be the most painful part of the day for me, the sunrise. It was a reminder of another day I had to face, another day of being a failure. It felt like an accusation, but now it feels like a promise, a covenant. It's a quiet declaration that the darkness doesn't last forever. The rain has stopped. The streets are clean. The air smells of possibility. The man who stumbled into the night is not the same man who will greet the morning. The fire didn't destroy me. It forged me. And now the sun is rising, and so am I. Thanks for walking with me through the night. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing. There are many more dawns to come.